And we are underway in Buffalo.
Let's go, Buffalo. Let's go.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. For the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
I remember when he came out of Wyoming, the big question mark, could he be accurate enough to be a star in the NFL? I think it's safe to say he's put all of us in our place and put those doubts to rest. He can roll out and run it. He can bomb it over your heads. Everything in between. He's an absolute nightmare for defenses to try and prepare for. And when he's on, he's an MVP caliber player each and every time he takes the field.
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field of the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
Okay, Cook. Good job, baby.
Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out. How vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on second down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. On second down, here's Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. Just a gain of a couple there. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
3rd and 4. Now Allen. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick.
Lord.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play.
Typical Josh Allen right there.
And you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Come on.
Play there, but it's incomplete. Normally he's pretty
reliable. He usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Allen to throw it. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. On fourth down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. DeAndre Carter back deep. It's fielded at the 45. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with.
We need this ball back.
So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. Bringing them out is the pocket passer from Purdue, rookie Aiden O'Connell.
Tell you what, partner, he might just be a rookie, but he certainly looks the part of a veteran NFL starter, and he carries himself like one leading the offense out there. In a lot of ways, he is advanced as a first-year quarterback, and he came in and was right at home with this offense.
O'Connell now off the bootleg. Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Play action. Now O'Connell. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
A great job defensively taking away his receivers, and he was forced to put that one into Lake Erie, but that's what good quarterbacks do. They don't take unnecessary chances if they don't have to.
Need something. Come on.
On second down, Jacobs. Breaks the tackle.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. 37 yards for Josh Jacobs. And the Raiders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9. Here's the Buffalo.
It's terrible, terrible play.
Set to take over here. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
This playbook is terrible.
On play action, Allen. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. That'll be complete to Cook. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And I know that one didn't work out the way they thought, but I don't think it was a bad time to call this play. You're thinking on 3rd down, you might possibly see some pressure. You might see a blitz. So they tried to set up the screen, but that one was well read, and they stopped them for no gain.
And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So certainly an
so
interesting
close.
call there to go for it. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Off the play fake, here's O'Connell. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And the Raiders
What am I doing?
first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
Touchdown! Davante Adams, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. Throwing now is Allen. And it's incomplete.
Jesus,
Took
man.
a shot, couldn't connect. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down. Yard line, just shy of the 20. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Allen now on 1st down. And complete right side to Cook. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
And he's got
That's better. That's more like it.
Touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Bills are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Boy, still a half plus to play, but it is a 2-score game. They're going to go onside kick early. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it.
The big fella powering his way forward. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Back to throw, O'Connell. That one from the
Pick 6 would be nice right here. 41 seconds left.
But they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Here's O'Connell looking to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal. Jacobs. Jacobs, I don't think he's going to get there. No, it appears short of the first. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. The kick by Carlson is good, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So it was 4th and 1 down to the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
And I'm a little surprised that that's how they decided to play it, that they didn't go for it there. But sometimes just take those 3 points and put them in your pocket. I just have one question for you, partner.
Okay.
Hip pocket or back pocket?
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's only going to get this to the 4-yard line. The Bills offense now for one final time in this first half. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10. Now Allen. Under pressure, and down he goes.
Jesus Christ.
And that's a safety.
I'm going to give them a ton of credit here because they're just refusing to give that other sideline any kind of hope. That safety not only kills the drive, but adds to a big early lead. And the way that this one's going, I would expect that lead to continue to grow in the ensuing possessions.
Here comes Abdullah on the return. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they'll have time for one play. That's it.
How bad was this half?
Well, indeed, trying to run it out as they start on the ground. And this will go as a short game.
26-7.
Be the final act of this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far.